The huge mistake, and this is the biggest one I see people making, is they do literally no follow-up at all. So, an opt-in campaign or a lead generation campaign, we know what that is, don't we? It's when someone gives us their name and their email address, and I'm going to suggest to you telephone number now every single time we ask for their telephone number, name, phone number, email address, and they give us those in exchange for us giving them some value. Now, it might be a free report, it might be an ebook, it might be some sort of template, it might be, some sort of calculation spreadsheet or something like that we give to them to help them make their life a little bit easier so that we can then market to them or continue to communicate with them. So the biggest mistake I see people make is they do no follow-up. They have an opt-in, and then they have one email that goes out and delivers the ebook, or one email that delivers whatever the freebie is that you're giving away, the carrot, if you like. And then they do nothing. They literally do nothing. So what happens here is nothing in most cases. We opt in, we grow our database, and we send a newsletter, and we don't get any value out of these whatsoever. In actual fact, they come in and they literally drop off the face of this earth, okay? Just like Yogi Bear. So he just falls off the cliff, which is what is happening to these leads every time we get them to opt in and we don't nurture them and we don't follow up with them, okay? Just one email, mistake number one. And so there's 3 specific phases in the follow-up that I want you to implement every single time you get someone's name and email address, okay? Every time, whether it be someone opting in just to go onto your newsletter. We don't just send them the newsletter. They want a piece of you, and we're going to give it to them, okay? First phase, action. Second phase is trust. And third phase is conversion, okay? 3 specific phases. I'll go through each of them with you, but there are 3 phases. First one, action. We're literally going to reward people for taking the action that we want them to take when they give us their name and their email address, and we're going to give them exactly what they've signed up for, okay? That's our action-based follow-up to start with, okay? And then we want people to know us and to like us and to trust us, don't we? So we want them to do that. That's our ultimate goal here. So they're going to become a customer, potentially, eventually. Do you think we're going to get that? Do you think we're going to get that trust just from sending them one email? Absolutely not. We want to break down our ebook into 3 equal parts. Let me go through this. So the trust phase, what we want to do, we want to earn more trust. So we're going to give them more than what they signed up for. We're going to give them more than what they signed up for. Write this down. We're going to give them more than what they signed up for. But kind of the same stuff of what they signed up for, if that makes sense. Let me explain it a little bit further. Say you give them an ebook. We're going to record some training videos about the stuff that you give them in the ebook. So usually break an ebook into 3 parts, okay? And so that's 3 videos and 3 emails that we already have there that we're going to send in our trust building phase. So we had our action phase, which is reward them, give them 1 email. And then we have our trust building phase, which is 3 emails at a minimum. We break down the ebook into parts, and we get in front of the camera and we teach them the stuff that's in the ebook, okay? Most importantly. And we record it in videos, and we send the email to get them to go and watch the video, okay? We're going to send emails and videos just like this one. So there's an email that goes out, okay? And then it goes through to a landing page like this one. This is Pauline Delaney here, one of my customers. And it goes through to a landing page like this one, where you teach, or in this case, Pauline is teaching for 3 to 5 minutes, the stuff that's in the ebook. And then there's a little call to action down there on the page as well. We'll talk about that in a minute, okay? Then email number 2 is just like this one. It's another component of the ebook. It's Pauline Delaney here again, teaching for 3 to 5 minutes, and there's another call to action on that page. And then the third one is another breakdown, another part of that ebook that is being, or the final part of that ebook that she's teaching there as well. So not only are we giving the ebook, we are giving video training of the same content that's in the ebook. So we're reinforcing that and developing more of a relationship. Can anyone tell me, on average, how many people click through and download an ebook after they've opted in. 33% of people on average download an ebook after they opt in for it. And so about the other 70% of people, what are we going to do with them? Just let them go, let them get off the hook. Most people will opt in for an ebook and then they think, I don't want to read this. So we're going to give them another format. We're going to give it to them in another format, and video is that format. Why video? Voice and image interaction. Yeah, we're using two senses. Yeah, so we get to engage with two senses, not just one sense. And we get to spend more time with them on our site. So we get to spend more time with them listening to us. We get to develop a relationship with them, and they get to see our eyes. You know, they get to see this as we're talking to them in the video. And that's one of the most important things. We start to be able to develop that relationship. A bit more personal, you see the person behind you. Then, so we've had the action, and then we've had the trust. Remember, action is one email. Trust is at least 3 emails. And then we have the conversion phase, okay? And what do you think we're trying to do in the conversion phase? Once we have their trust, what do we want them to do? We want to make a sale. We want to get them to do something. That's right. We want to persuade them. We want to convert them to whatever our call to action is, okay? And so, so we want to be direct here. We want to tell them exactly what we need them to do. Is it book in a call? Is it get onto a webinar? Is it to buy a product? Whatever it is, we've got to get them to go there, okay? Limited offer, whatever it might be.